here, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a really nice and awesome DIY candle holder that you can give to your special someone for a special occasion, or in my case for Mother's Day. So I hope that you will enjoy. So I'm Darren and I'm your host, and you're watching Darren DIY. And now, without any further ado, grab a drink or something to eat, and I hope you will enjoy. So as you can see, to make this gift, I'm going to make it from a log. So I grabbed the handsaw and marked some lines and started cutting into the wood. And yes, if you haven't figured it out already, I am going to use olive wood, as it has a very nice grain pattern. So after cutting, I was left with a really thick piece of unseasoned wood. I didn't season or dry the wood, because that would take a year or so, and the wood would definitely crack a lot. So I went straight ahead to working on the piece of wood. So first, I started by removing the bark from the sides using a palette. After this, I used the power saw to cut off an excess piece of dead wood. After this, I used the sharpened palette to shave the sides so that they became a bit rounded. After this, using a line transverse to the wood grain that I had marked earlier, I cut off a piece from the bottom to make the sides square. Now, I marked a square line on the top and cut off a piece to make it parallel to the bottom. After this, I started to roughly sand the surface of the future candle holder to make the surface flat and to also remove the saw marks. For this, I used 40 grit sandpaper on my belt sander and orbital sander. After loads of rough sanding, I was left with a really nice and smooth surface. So as you can see, on a piece of paper, I drew a sketch of how I wanted the final candle holder to be. So first, I started to make the step top where the candles were going to be. After this, I traced the candles, went to the drill press, and using a 40mm spade drill bit, I drilled 2 holes for the candles. Now after this, I brought back the orbital sander and sanded the candle holder to a smoother, rough finish. Also, something that you might have noticed, the color of the wood has changed a little bit to a reddish color, as olive wood is actually a really sensitive wood. So now I filled up any large gaps using some colored wood filler. After this, I printed and cut a heart shape and glued it to the candle holder so that I could make the heart shape. So now, using a jigsaw, I painstakingly and really badly cut the heart shape, This was mostly difficult as the heart had sharp turns and the wood is actually really dense. So now to smooth where the heart was cut, at first I used a combination of rasps and that were rasp attachment. And after an hour of that, I used the Dremel tool with a sanding attachment to sand down the surface to a smooth finish. After the Dremel, I sanded the whole thing up to 120 grit using hand sandpaper. Then, using the same Dremel tool and an engraving bit, I engraved the word Mom as I was going to give it as a present to my mother for Mother's Day. After that, I sanded the whole thing up to 800 grit using a combination of handheld sandpaper and the orbital sander. Also where was needed, I re-engraved where I had sanded on the words. After sanding, I decided to stain the wood with a dark stain, as the discoloration of the wood made the wood look a bit weird, and using the wood stain, the contrast between the wood grain would look much better. After staining, I gave the candle holder 4 coats of Danish oil. This might be too much, but I thought that it would stop further more cracks from opening. As since the wood wasn't seasoned, the wood was starting to crack. After that the finish dried, the candle holder gift was complete. So now I'll leave you to view the beauty of the wood. So that's it for this video, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. So if you did, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe so that you won't miss any new videos like this one. At the end, this candle holder actually came out really nice, and it blew me away as how beautiful it came out at the end. And also, as I used this polished, it came out really shiny and really nice. So as always guys, until next time, make sure to stay safe and always have fun. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.